Yes, yes, yes. What's going on? What's going on? Rebel advocates in the building. What's happening? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Who's here anyway? Is anyone else in the building?
There, man. There. Happy Christmas, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry New Year. Remember that. Merry New Year. Wagwan, Johnny.
Merry New Year, man.
There, man. There, man. Just jolly right now, man.
Jolly, yeah.
Jolly Johnny.
Go on.
How are you? You've had a good Christmas? Nice Christmas?
Yeah, it's Christmas, definitely. It was Christmas. It was alright, you know what I mean? It was alright. Yam food, belly full?
Yeah, man. Full up, man. Full up.
What about you, Artie? You have a nice one?
Yeah, go. Yeah, man. All good, man. All good. Yeah, just in with the kids and stuff. Yeah, eat well, innit? Eat well, drink well.
Optional. It's all optional.
Always optional, man. Always optional. But
don't feel that you have to do that. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Yeah.
No, but it's good. It's good. Just that's it now, really, isn't it? All of this now, and the wind down now, isn't it? So yeah. But yeah, all good, man. No complaints yourself.
What?
No, anything. You know what I mean? It's been all right, man. You know what I mean? It's been mild, isn't it? That's one thing I would say. It's been a really mild day.
What, weather-wise? Mild and raining, isn't it? Showers.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. But no, good one, man. Everyone got what they wanted, I think. So everyone's happy.
That's what it's about, isn't it? That's what it's about. Happiness, I lie.
Nah, that's true, man. Kids are happy, we're happy.
So what about this Christmas or rubbish? What's it all about? What do you think? What's it all about?
It's a strange one. It's always, I think, as time goes on, I suppose it seems to get a lot more materialistic, doesn't it? I think, sadly. I suppose each individual family can embrace it how they want, and you know what I mean, and do what you can and sort of work within your means. But yeah, it is very materialistic now, isn't it? And sort of about how much sort of present some kids get and how much you're getting, and I think that part of it, and that's all it's about, isn't it? I mean, maybe not that's all it's about, isn't it? But it seems to be going that way now, isn't it? In terms of just basically sort of money orientated in it, and if you've sort of, especially if you're in a certain environment, the amount you spend, whether it's shopping, presents and stuff over, over a whatever week or week and a half sort of week periods, it seems more about that than anything else now, guys.
What do you say, Johnny? What do you think about that, sir?
To me, I reckon it's just being westernized, kind of, man. Because to me, it's just what it was. What the original, what Christmas has come from, is not really celebrated as that anymore. It's just taken on now to this spending money, giving gifts, and get me. It's turned into some westernized thing now, man. It's just a way to fleece. They've turned it into a way to fleece people. You get me? Same as Easter, fleece people. Christmas, fleece people. They know what they're doing, man. That's why I don't really entertain the Christmas giving as much. Because to me, it's more than just giving presents. To me, anyway.
No, totally. We used to give them pictures. You know what I mean? On Christmas Day, we used to give them pictures of what they wanted, and then buy it in the January sales.
Mm-hmm.
It was always cheaper. Turns out cheaper, doesn't it?
Mm-mm.
If you don't
No,
want to
that's it, innit?
if you don't want to get involved in the bullshit of spending money when people tell you to. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's an old tradition, isn't it? This Christmas thing. It's been going on for how many years? But it's taken from this where is it? It's taken from pagan, innit? Pagan stuff and some Norse
Yeah.
stuff where it's always been given. You give gifts, don't you, to some kind of.
Yeah.
Mine's a bit of the Wicker Man. You remember the Wicker Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie, the Edward Woodward one, not the
Mhm.
Nicolas Cage one, the Edward Woodward one.
Yeah, the
And
original.
It was a offering in it to make, you know, something good, or you had a good year. You put something, you make an offering to somebody, and say, yeah, well, we had a good year, so here, take some, kill some people.
Yeah.
Take some virgins, kill some virgins. There you go.
Take a few people. But no, yeah, I think it has. I think it's more, like you said, it should be a wee bit more than just sort of presents and sort of materialistic stuff. It's, like I said, it's a very old tradition, isn't it? I think more to improve upon just sort of spending time with friends and family. I think, and enjoying sort of people's company should be what you sort of aim to do. And sort of embrace that part of it as much as the giving of the gifts and the presents, you know what I mean? Because I suppose there's only so many gifts and sort of presents you can buy, and it doesn't really matter how many you get, whether it's 1, 3, 5, 10, 20, you know what I mean? Should be all sort of about being a little bit grateful for it as well. So that part of it. But yeah, I think that's one part that shouldn't be overlooked now, and it's the getting together with people and friends and family, moreover than just like, you know, splurging all your money on gifts, you know what I mean? Like you said, you got the sales, and that kind of literally what I think. Even tomorrow's sales are starting, aren't they? You got Boxing Day sales, then the January sales are going to start straight after, you know what I mean? And you'd probably get stuff for nearly half the price what you just paid for it, you know what I mean? If you didn't adhere to that and sort of follow whatever the traditions are that you got to sort of have all your presents and stuff by the 25th.
Another way to fleece people.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's that, it's like that day, innit? You've got to have them. It's got to be on this day, and everyone's got to sort of buy gifts and stuff. But I think, yeah, it's more for us, me personally. I think with the kids and stuff over, it's more of a big deal. Maybe in time comes when the kids grow older, and obviously they'll still spend part of it, but maybe some of it might be lost a little bit down the line, because it feels like it's a big effort for us just to make all this effort, and you know what I mean? And it's almost like one day or a couple of days either way of it. You could look at sort of Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, and then after that, there's not much left over, you know what I mean? Apart from the food.
What about did any of you guys go to church?
Yes. I used to go to the night before Christmas. I used to go to midnight mass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like it used to be as a kid, in it, because that's what I was brought up into, Christianity. So we used to like forced to go. We'll go church at about 9:30, 10 p.m. the night before Christmas, and then the service would spill over to after midnight, and then we go home after that. Obviously, we just all greet each other in the church, and it's just a get together, isn't it? Like it's not presents giving. It's just spending time with your fellow brethren and stuff like that. Because apparently, that's where the mass on the end of Christmas comes from. In it says it's a Christian festival celebrating the birth of Jesus. The English term Christmas Mass at the end on Christ's Day is of fairly recent origin. The early term Yule may have derived from the Germanic Jol of the Anglo-Saxon Jule,
Nothing
which
to do with
referred
Martin Yule, is it? Nothing to do with Martin
what?
Yule.
Maybe. Which referred to the feast of the winter solstice. The corresponding terms in other languages: Navidad in Spanish, Natal in Italian, Noel in French, or probably Nativity, the German word. I don't even know what that is. Weihnachten or something like that denotes
Great German. I love your
hallowed
German,
night.
sir. I love your German.
Not playing.
Since the early 20th century, Christmas has also been a secular family holiday observed by Christians and non-Christians alike, devoid of Christian elements and marked by an increasingly elaborate exchange of gifts. In this secular Christmas celebration, a mythical figure named Santa Claus plays a pivotal role. So that's where it's saying, obviously, they've just brought in Santa and some mythical thing in it, and so that's why I don't really get into it that much, because it's just a hoax to me, isn't it? Like, and obviously, like I said earlier, no one really people celebrate Christmas, but it's like a thing. Like, I celebrate Christmas obviously because I'm a Christian, in it, and it's like I asked my auntie one time, if we weren't Christians, would we celebrate Christmas? And she couldn't answer. It's like she looked at me and goes, "Do you know what? I've never thought of it like that before." And then I obviously said, "Imagine if we were if we lived in a Muslim country, but we didn't class ourselves as Muslims, would we celebrate Eid?" And so on in different countries, isn't it? Is it like us? Is it like more because this is classed as a? Is England class more as a because it's a class more as a Catholic and Christian country? Is this more why people just take it upon themselves to celebrate Christmas? Or I don't understand. I don't understand it myself. But
what about no, totally fair point there, and good bit of history there, old chap. Did what about you, Artie? Because you're always talking about your kids, right? So did you send your kids to church for this Christmas?
No, never that, man. No, they've never been in it. I don't think. I think if they've been in a church, I don't know, but not with me. No, I'm not religious at all. I suppose we just follow the tradition, innit? Like it's like you guys were talking about. It's a kind of a traditional thing, but no.
You didn't send them to church, no?
No, I'm an atheist, man. I don't believe in the church, but it's funny we all follow like
But did you tell
this sort of Christian sort of festival?
Okay, do your kids know about Father Christmas?
No, it's only Daddy Christmas now.
Did they follow the Father Christmas thing?
Yeah, they did up to last year. The youngest one.
Did you?
Up to last year was her last year. Yeah.
Did you tell them about Father Christmas?
About Santa, yes, the story. Well, it's not the real story of Santa, is it? Not really. It's because there was a story, wasn't there, before? It was a kind of where was it saying? It was from Norway or somewhere like that, or maybe sort of Romania. It was a bit of a darker story about a character that was called St. Nicholas, but he wasn't particularly giving in terms of that. But that's like way back when. But I told him about it. Yeah, and they followed it up to as long as they feasibly believed in it. You know, the youngest is 9, so this is the first year that she knew in it. So, but she just stayed up last year, so she kind of found out for herself. You know. But no, they always believed in it up until a certain age, and then they just said, "No, we know it's you, Dad or Mum." You know what I mean? So
what did you didn't dress up, did you?
nah, no dressing up business. No dressing up. We just sort of do the thing like leave the drink out in it, leave the little glass of whiskey out for him, and the mince pie, you know what I'm saying, and the carrot for the reindeer, you know what I mean?
And then you had to eat all of them. Do you eat the carrot and the mince pie and I'm not going to answer about the whiskey. I'm not going to answer about the whiskey, mate. I'm not asking about that.
But yeah, no. Carrot goes in the bin, mate. Generally, or you got to make it look like it's been like it's
You take one bite out of it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's what we used to do. We've done it for quite a few years, isn't it? So, but this is the first year that we ain't done that at all. First year, so.
Yeah, strange, yeah, strange. What about you? What about you, Johnny? Do you All right, I'm gonna ask you that again as well. What about was you growing up through that? You was religious, innit?
Yeah, I'm religious. No, I didn't grow up with that Santa Claus thing, man.
What about
I used to get a couple presents.
And it was just like your parents said it was from us.
Yeah, my parents was just straight, this is us. Don't believe in that Santa Claus thing. We work, boom, here's your food, here's your presents, and we done all of this. There's no Santa thing and all of that, and there's no going to no Santa's grotto and sitting on no man's knee or nothing like that. You get it? So yeah, it was.
What's wrong?
That was just drilled. That was just drilled into me from young, innit? Like you're not going to see no Santa and no Santa's grotto and sit on no man's knee and ask for nothing or nothing like that. You get it?
You didn't fancy sitting on Santa's knee, no? Getting your your orders in, innit? You're getting the orders in, no?
Hell no. And to me, it's a bit creepy. Like some man what you don't know who he is, yeah, which is dressed in some disguise. You're going into some grotto thing, yeah, sitting on his knee, and you don't know who he is. He could be anybody. He ain't showing man no ID, or you're not seeing the real picture of him. And they're like, yeah, he's been CRB checked and criminal record checked and all that. And you're sitting on some man's knee, and you're telling him what you want. You don't know what he's thinking in his head. To me, it sounds like some Jimmy Savile thing, bro.
Yeah, no, a fair point. Definitely a fair point there. What about you? What about when you was young? Do you have the same things that you had, or did you have?
No, it was different, man. Yeah, no, it was different. You'd watch like programs on the TV and that, but it was we grew up a bit different in it, so. Wasn't really about the Santa. You kind of knew that your mum or dad got you presents, and more about where to try and find them, where they were. Moreover, you know what I mean. In the house, trying to locate them. No, so it's funny, isn't it, how we grew up different, and then.
So yeah, that's the question. That is the next question. So let me ask it. Why not? Why? So why would you do? What forced you? What gave you the power to do that for your kids then?
I just wanted my upbringing to be a bit different as sort of Christmas time in my house growing up, rather than how it is with my children. You know what I'm saying to you? A little bit different in terms of sort of not necessarily going to Santa's grotto and sitting on Santa's lap, because they were never a big fan of that anyway. But to believe in maybe the fable of like Santa Claus, you know what I mean? Just for a bit. Just really that was it, really, to sort of give them. I mean, they know obviously now we work and stuff, and you know, even on some of the presents you might say, from mum and dad, and then there'll be some from Santa. They'd sort of mix them up so they'd understand a little bit that, you know what I mean, that you know what I mean, your parents do get your gifts. I suppose that was it, really, just trying to sort of just enjoy it. I wouldn't say enjoy it more, but sort of believe in a bit of the illusion of kind of something else, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't last for long anyway. And once they're a certain age, they don't believe in that anyway, like they are now. So it wasn't a thing that you would sort of imagine your kids at past a certain age still believing in that anyway, you know what I mean? So just for those young years, really, we thought, you know, just play along with the game and let them imagine it. And, you know, so yeah, mine was totally different, really. It's like, you'd obviously heard about this character, but we never, you know what I mean? It's only me and my older sister, and we kind of knew what was what anyway. And but yeah, we had a totally different upbringing to what my kids have now in terms of how Christmas is embraced. It wasn't that, but I'm not saying it was all bad. You know what I mean? It wasn't that bad, but we make general much more of an effort over a more concerted period of time. I'm not saying my mum or my dad didn't, but you know, we put a lot more in, it feels, and over that period. But yeah, now as you get older with them, it does seem as they get older, things get a lot more materialistic. You know what I mean? When they understand that it's not about this fabled person and it's more just about your parents. But in a way, that's cool anyway, because as long as they know that we're sort of, you know what I mean, we're the ones just kind of making this happen for them, and sort of they appreciate it now anyway, you know what I mean, and they understand it. So yeah, that's just why we done it, just to maybe just believe in that sort of I suppose not fairy tale like thing, teacher, you know what I mean, of this sort of character for a few years. But yeah, now it's all done now. Now it's only Mummy and Daddy Claus. So
to me, in this, not just country, in this, like, it's this Western world thing again. It's like there's too much mythical things. Like you got this Santa thing, you got the tooth fairy thing. Like, bro, I knew from a young age when my tooth drop out and I put it under my pillow and I don't get no money, bro. I just knew, innit. This is some make believe thing, innit, and it makes you wonder, why is there all this, like, this make believe thing? You just get me. I remember one time my tooth dropped out. I think my mom would just throw it away in the bin. Get me? What, I don't know what you're putting this thing under your pillow for, like, about tooth fairy. Like, it's just too much. Get me? There's more important things than all these mythical things. Like, let them know, innit? When your teeth drop out, you throw it away. And you grow new ones, innit? That's all this tooth fairy business, and give them to me, just reckon it's just too much pampering the youths and too much making them believe certain things that ain't there, and then when they get to a certain age, you know, there's nothing like a tooth fairy or Santa doesn't exist, innit? Like, brother, just let them know from young. This is from me. This is from your mom. This is from your dad. This is from what? And that's if you choose to celebrate Christmas like that. And when your tooth drop out, give me a tooth, dash it in the bin, boom, you're gonna grow some new teeth in it, like that. But maybe maybe it's a coping mechanism to make them believe in. So I don't know why it's done like that, to make them believe in something, but it's just, to me, I don't know why, but it's just, to me, it's just too much of this foolishness. That's my opinion, innit? Like, you got some people, if you tell them to tell their kids Santa ain't real, oh, I can't do that. They need something to believe. Why? If you don't believe in, like, if you don't believe in certain things, then just don't celebrate it, innit? Like, you don't have to wait till Christmas to meet up and do a meal once a year. Like, you can meet up in other times and get me. To me, that's how it is. I remember when my grandparents told me when they were younger, for Christmas, all they used to do is eat when they lived in Jamaica. They'd eat every day, but for that 25th of December, like, a wider family would meet up in the community and they cook for the whole of the community and eat. And I think my parents had the same thing as well, but obviously it gets watered down every generation, innit? And then it got into the present giving, and then it gets into the Santa thing, and it just, I don't know, man. To me, it's just all some cock and bull thing, innit? But this is what we've been made to believe in it, so.
Yeah, sure.
And it's sad as well, because, like Like, if you can afford to do certain things, yeah, but then you get some people like they're spending a whole heap of money, and you're thinking, why do that for one day of the year? Like, you spend on your kids regardless through the year anyway. You get it?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not cheap.
Yeah, so why do, like, I don't understand. Like, they've made us believe this is what you have to do, innit? To me personally, like I said, when I asked my auntie, I believe if we weren't Christians, maybe we still would celebrate Christmas because it come like it's the thing to do around the 25th of December, isn't it? But I honestly, I don't know, man. Because like I said earlier, if we lived in a Muslim country, would we celebrate Eid? But we weren't Muslims. I don't think we would.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Or maybe we would because we're living in that climate. Maybe it would be like, oh, let's just celebrate Eid because we live in a Muslim country, or let's celebrate Hanukkah because we're whatever that really get me, or let's get the armadillo out because we're, you know what I'm saying? It's all mad.
Yeah, it's just following, isn't it? That's what we're all doing, really.
Sheep. It's all some sheep thing.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of us aren't religious, and I'm not religious, and I still go through with it. I probably wouldn't bother. Well, I know 100%. I wouldn't bother 9/10 as much if I didn't have children. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put in the effort that we do now, not even close.
But have you seen
probably
what
go
they've
on
done?
holiday with my kids or something. You know what I mean?
But have you seen what they've done, Artie? They've got us to believe that basically the 25th of December, we do all of this for our kids.
Yeah.
Rather than we just meet up as a family. If you want to do, we meet up as a family and we just eat food.
Yeah, no, totally.
Which we do every day of the year. We all eat anyway, unless you're fasting or whatever. But instead, they've turned it into a thing. We eat food, we buy presents, kids tell you what they want for that day, and it's like, bruv, like, do you know how much money we're throwing away just for that one day of the year? But to me, I just don't. To me, I believe they should just scrap this, but they won't, innit? Because it's a money. It's a money generating thing, and it's like you said. Then straight after Christmas, they go into the sales. Like, why not do the sales why not do the sales so they can get cheaper things for Christmas? But no, we'll let you spend there before Christmas. Then straight after Christmas, boom, you got the Boxing Day thing, and then you got the January sales, half price, quarter price. Like, it's all mad, bro. But you know what? It's something
it's just the money. It's all about the dough now, isn't it? Like you said, it's all about the money. Like even from now, they're advertising for, they do their schemes where you like pay money into an account for 12 months, and then by November you'll have like 600 quid. So they're already advertising that for next Christmas already.
Jeez.
They're like start up January 24 for December 24. What's the I can't remember the company's name. It's Parks, and there's another one. They always do it like finance thing, in it. You just pay them.
It sounds like some Klarna business.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. You just pay your
some Klarna put away thing.
Yeah, that's it. And then when you got your money, whatever you've saved over the next 11 months, you'll be ready for next year's Christmas. So I ain't even fucking finished this year's one yet. You know what I mean?
But could you imagine all this effort that people do for, like you said, 12, 10, 11, 12 months? Imagine all that effort people do to raise all them grands and put into Christmas, yeah?
Of course, man.
Raise all that money and save it for 10 years. And then in 10 years, you'll see how much money you put there. If you're really going to put that much effort into it, save your money.
Yeah, of course, mate. 100%.
Because all these things that you're buying, the youths are going to grow out of these things and mash up their toys and certain things. Like, you already know, kids don't keep things for long anyway. So where you're buying for them throughout the year anyway, like, what's this extra, this 25th of December thing? But
it is what it is, isn't it? Like, sometimes you'll even buy them something they want, and then within a week or two, that thing's gone now, mate. They're not even bothered anymore, you know what I mean?
And that's all because of this.
But listen, is it all just about buying? Is it all just about buying? Because remember, it was some kind of offering, right? And this is from some pagan
pagan festival
ritual
thing.
Yeah.
stuff, right? So then,
Yeah.
it's a. What else is it about then? All right, we got the money side. What is it? What else is it about then? What is it? It's the giving of gifts or giving, right? It's the giving thing, not necessarily.
Giving, socialising, isn't it? Sort of socialising, even though, like Johnny said, you should do that regardless anyway. But it is a time when they say you can come together with friends and family. So that part of it, whether or not you're religious or not, I'm not, but that's always a nice part of it. If you can hook up with good people, and yeah, you shouldn't wait till whatever time. But if you do that at Christmas, that's a nice thing. You can hook up with people, friends and family. Good socialising, good interaction. You know what I mean? That part of it's that's the good part of it. And it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's buying a few people gifts, or your kids or your family, seeing them happy. But yeah, that should be in my opinion, a small part of it. That's what I was telling my kids today. It's more about the time you're spending together with your family, not just about sort of ticking the present boxes and how many presents you can get or how many you did it. You know what I mean? It should be more about that. That's what I try to sort of show on my kids more than anything else. It's the time you're spending together, not just, I want this. Oh, yeah, I got that. Cool. That's nice. You know what I mean? So hopefully that does sort of shine off of them in the years as they get older, that it's not just spend, you know what I mean? It's more about time with people and having quality time as well. So I think that's the good part of it.
And it's like they spun the thing as well, because obviously I'm a religious person. So obviously in church days, they said that the 3 wise men did bring Jesus, baby Jesus, 3 gifts, innit? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh, innit? And it's like they've spun the thing now, because like they're saying, all right, cool. If you could bring Jesus 3 presents, then we'll just turn it into some giving thing and just get me. And just to me, it's just a mad thing, isn't it? But it's crazy.
And did you know, right, that one of them, it was the people bringing the gold, frankincense, and myrrh. One of them is supposed to be black. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Supposed to be who?
One of them guys is supposed to be black. To bring their gifts, and we've never seen that. Only in Spain I saw where they would always bring that somebody, the local black person, and say, "Do you want to be the person and give it in?" You don't hear. I never heard of that being over here.
No.
Strange, isn't it?
Is it strange? Is it strange, really? Is it strange, or is it just typical? Go on, Johnny.
It's typical, but in the place where you said you've seen it, I find that kind of, Spain showed you that. I'm thinking, okay, but yeah, I've never heard of it. Like I've never heard of that bit before. So yeah.
Yeah, blesses Becky Lou. Big up Becky Lou.
Big up.
Merry Christmas, Becky Lou.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry New Year.
Yeah, they done that, but hey, it's just a little bit of knowledge here. Spain, there was another thing in Spain, can't find it, but there was something else. Spain don't play. I mean, think about it. Outside of England, they don't play for certain things about the there's black religious figures you hear in Germany or something like that, right? Where here you don't see any, do you? Really?
No, not at all.
No, you're right. Don't to think of it, you don't.
Bit of whitewash over here, but anyway,
sadly,
bit of whitewash. Bit of whitewash anyway. Yeah. So what did you eat, guys? What was the what's the tradition? What is it? Turkey, isn't it? It's usually turkey.
That's what I had. Turkey, yeah.
Was it dry?
Not my one. My one got proper juiced up and
just
everything.
Remember Auntie Alyssa, Nina? Not really.
Yeah, it got juiced up, it got injected with some grease. You get me? It was juiced up. It wasn't dry. That's why when people say turkey's dry, I'm thinking I've never had a dry turkey before, but it's how you deal with it, isn't it? Like, but that's maybe if it get me. That's why we have it every Christmas, because we got the right remedy for it and we know how to treat it properly. You get it? But even when you look at that, why obviously we do it, but why eat a turkey just for that one day of the year? It's all mad. Where did the turkey come into it?
Poor fuckers. Poor fuckers, mate. The old turkeys.
It's all crazy. But yeah, but to answer your question, teacher, that the main agendas like turkey, we had some roast potatoes, we had some of them pigs in blankets things. Man had some stuffing, man had some parsnips, man had some coleslaw, man had some, what else was there? Sprouts. I don't eat sprouts. There was carrots, there was, is that all I'm looking? And yeah, that was on the agenda.
Go on. What about you? What was your on your plate today? What carcass was on your plate today?
What carcass, mate? Jesus Christ. What wasn't on the plate was more of a question. So we done lamb. We had lamb and chicken. We had today. Lamb and chicken was the main attraction on it. Plenty of the pigs in blankets, mac cheese, potatoes, coleslaw, potato salad. You know them ones, rice, stuffing balls. There's probably other stuff there, mate, as well. Yeah, some heavyweight food there, mate. But yeah, that's going to be lasting a long time, mate. Going to be getting through that. But yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff, innit? But yeah, you know the itis, mate. It's set in early today, mate. Surprised I'm still doing, you know what I mean, sitting here now. Now, when you eat enough, you just have to sit back for a minute and say, oh, yeah, let me just rest, mate.
Well, you're still sitting, ain't you, mate? Yeah?
Yeah, I was more lying earlier on. But yeah, no, that was it. Good food, man, you know what I mean? And all the kids had plenty, and yeah, I think they've kind of found their way to their beds now. I think they're quiet, but it might not be gone. But yeah, that was it. And there was cake made, and there's ice cream in the freezer, and also I didn't even bother with after, you know, the ones that I was like, nah.
Hey, listen. So, side note, yeah. If you want to see something funny, anybody wants to see something funny, if you got London Live, that channel London Live,
yeah,
they've got this what is it called? This Denzel Washington film for something, King and Country or something. It's called for Queen and Country. Just Denzel Washington film, right? And he's got the shittest accent, the shittest English accent ever. You know what I mean? You got to have a look at it just to hear the accent. It's quite hilarious. You know what I mean? I don't know what they were thinking. They could have just got an English person to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't it?
I don't know why they didn't.
It's funny. It's quite funny. Denzel Washington playing an English accent. It was quite funny.
Anyway. Was it like Brad Pitt's legendary patois accent in Meet Joe Black? That was that's one of the worst I've heard ever. Sorry, just to get into accents quickly, was that one? That was a terrible one. The Brad Pitt one. But yeah, I'll have a look at that later. Is it on right? Is it on right now?
It's on now. Have you got London Live? Have a Butchers on that? If not, just don't worry, man. It's a London channel. It's a London thing. I know you.
Yeah, you know that one anyway.
Country bumpkins don't get that.
No. But they're London Live there. You get all the olds. They put a lot of the old films and that on there, don't they? Sort of old stuff. You might see the original firm on there. But no.
What is that? What you saying there, Becky? Christmas is what? Christmas is a more getting you. What's that? I don't understand that. What's that mean, Becky? I'm not sure of that last comment. But yeah, no, nobody went to church. No one done the religious thing. Did you do any offerings? You guys let off any offerings today? Burn any wicker
No.
men?
No, just in the house,
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
No offering, sadly. Just indoors,
Mm.
eating, drinking, and just having some fun. But yeah, no, that's what it should be about. I think, though.
Was it
Just
about that though? I know you said that already, old chap. But it was
yeah.
just a hand. Was it your family, or was it just a handful? Was it your immediate family, or was it like your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunts, and all that stuff? Because that's what it should be about. You know what I mean? Put
Not this
a
year
bit
for me. This
WD
year
40
was
on that
super.
door, please.
Oh no, this year was super quiet, man, for me. No, just me, my partner, and the two kids. That's the first time it's been like that since I can remember, really. Or we'd always met someone or engaged with someone. So yeah, just a really, really super quiet one this year. Not even my partner's dad, because he's in Antigua at the moment. So it's just us four. So yeah. But in a way, I don't mind sometimes like that, you know.
What about you, Johnny? Did you have a whole heap of family around?
Yeah, I had a few.
Yeah, was it a lot of relatives there, which is what it should be about. Yeah, it should be
A
about the
lot.
relatives. Yeah.
That's what I do every year.
Oh yeah, you see, now that's the essence. That's what it should be, because at least you get that one catch up once a year where you're gonna see all these people. This is the Owsbury, you know. They filmed it on the Owsbury, you know. I'm looking at this film. Sorry. It's
Okay.
filmed on the Owsbury. I didn't even know that was the Owsbury.
See.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what our one was about. It's always about everybody getting together that one day. And ours actually runs into two days. You know what I mean?
I'll do it.
No, I'll do it. This one runs into 2 days. So we had one today and there's another one tomorrow. For people that didn't make it today, they jump in tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
So nice. That's nice. Still, like you said, you get the opportunity to see everybody at least that one time of the year. You know. Well, that should be more, but at least, like you said, it's that one time at least you get to do that. So it's a positive.
So what? Hey, listen. Do you feel a bit more charitable these times? Then you see homeless people now on the streets and stuff like that. Do you give them money? Maybe you didn't give them no money before. Would you give them a bit extra this time and now? Or would you give? No. Would you open your door, give somebody some food? You see somebody out there, give them a plate, take them a plate of what you're eating, because you got a lot of food there, innit? Would you?
You'd offer a minute if you see a man there. You can offer, but I don't do the money. The money's not a good look.
Have you offered somebody your food?
Not now. No. But like if you see someone, or if I was working or on the way and I had something, I'd offer some food, or I've asked someone if they want a sandwich or something. But sometimes some of the guys there, they rather have the money, sadly, because they want it for something else, you know. I prefer just to buy them the food, you know. But sometimes they are quite specific in their requests. But no, it's nice to offer that if you can, innit? It's a good thing to do if you have it, innit?
Yeah, it sounds good, but I don't know if it's entirely true. Everybody offers. I don't offer. I don't offer. I'm going to be honest. I don't offer. What about you, Johnny?
Offer? Nah, man. I don't offer nothing, brother. Man, I'm in with my family, and whatever's there, it's like what Artie did say earlier. Whatever's there, that man get through that in the next few days, bad man. I ain't offering nothing.
Just out there, innit? No, that's it. When your food's indoors, you're indoors.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even go out on road like that to see no one to offer nothing and then go in and get a plate. Nah, so that ain't for me, brother. It's like I'm in a family. Like if we know people and we know they're not gonna have no one on Christmas, we'll invite them over, but we're not in a just like no riffraff. That's offering food to riffraff on. No, we don't deal with that still, man.
Riff-raff, you know. I ain't heard that for a long time. Riff-raff.
Yeah, the local riffraff. We're not into the local riffraff like that. But nah, I don't see a problem with people doing it. But we don't do that, Raul. We don't deal with that, man. Just go and offer food because our food don't go to waste. You get it? It's like if they don't eat it, I'm gonna go through that in the next few days. So.
What about you? What about you, Becky? Becky, did you go? Did you go church? Did you go religious today? Did you fulfill your religious requirements of the solstice, winter solstice now, for the Christmas giving presents, being merry and everything? Or anybody else on the chat? Let me know. Yeah. Yes, guys. What else? Xmas. What more, guys? What more? Let's go into the thingy. How was the boxing the other day? Did you guys have a look at the boxing?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was entertaining. Yeah, that's one thing I would say. Did you have a look at it, John?
You think it was good?
I think it was entertaining. You know,
bruv,
what I mean?
I'm lucky I only watched the last 3 fights, bruv. I watched the Bivol, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Against King Arthur, and then I watched the Wilder fight, which I was disappointed, and then the Joshua fight is like, what was the point? I never watched the other fights, but those 3 fights did let me down, man. I thinking I was hyped for this thing, but to me it didn't give what I was expecting in it. But to me it was it was a letdown for me. I was expecting fireworks, but you know.
I mean, I never expect fireworks from Wilder because he's garbage. He's the useless fighter, mate. Absolutely, from day dot. But just because he's knocked out a few bums in his career and he's fought no one, people get gassed up and think he's something he's not, and he's useless, mate. That was horrible, that. What was he doing, mate, in that whole, 12 rounds, mate? Standing up there, and then you had the fat man, innit? The little fat man. Big Baby.
Yeah.
Big Baby got beat up, mate. He's about 100 pounds heavier than him. Yeah, it's just entertainment. It's not, especially those type of boxing, the heavyweights, they're not that skillful, innit, man? You know what I mean? They're not watching them to see some big skills, you know what I mean? Because them man just ain't got it, innit? Just plodders come forward. I mean, that guy talked a lot of smack whiling, and then he just got punch up, mate. Just got punch up and pull out. Didn't want nothing, and yeah. But it was entertaining, but I wouldn't say like none of the fights you look at, you'd say, oh, that was a classic, innit? Or going back and forth, it was nothing, innit? What was it? Parker won that fight easy, won every round, innit? And Joshua won every round. And was the
5 rounds or whatever it was.
Yeah, the 5 rounds, John. And then the Big Baby just got punched up, and that was it, mate. I think there was some fight that did have a good knockout. I just saw the end of it. I can't remember who it was, one of the early ones.
Okay.
But yeah, just entertaining, mate. Not like the men are not good, you know what I mean? Like really talented boxers. But yeah, it's entertaining because it was just funny, man. But I noticed one thing, like, they get a lot of money to go out there, but the crowd is, like, it's half empty, mate.
That's what they were saying. They were saying afterwards, that's what they were saying afterwards, saying they pay the big bucks, but they still haven't climatized to the crowds and how it would be over here or in America. They're
man.
They're saying, bruv. Or maybe it was the time of, but not the time of year.
Maybe it's Christmas, innit, I suppose. But them
don't celebrate Christmas out there.
Exactly.
So that's no excuse. Yeah, it's no excuse.
It was half empty at best, mate. They had the ringside was full, just round there. But if you looked up, apart from the ringside, it wasn't the biggest auditorium. I think it's one of them ones they custom built. But maybe that's just the way it is out there, isn't it? But the guys go there because that's where the money is. They got all the promoters together finally. you know, which is a positive if you want to have these so-called big fights. But yeah, no, it's just entertaining, but nothing like, you know, you sit there and talk about, say, oh, that was a great fight, or, you know what I mean, some whatever Hagler and Hearn stuff. No, nothing like that, man. But entertainment still, for the few fights that there was on there, you know what I mean. And at least one thing, it was good. It was early, innit?
Yeah.
It weren't late. It's like whatever 9 o'clock or 10, innit? Like the last big fight. Whereas, you know, if it's over in the States, it's all like 4 or 5 in the morning. You're like, no, that's not happening.
It was so early that I missed the first half of the team, bro.
Yeah, because you guys were playing at the same time, innit? You guys were in action at the same time.
Nah, we played about what was it, teacher? 4:30.
Yeah,
5:30, 5:30, and then it finished at about 7:25. So I didn't think it was going to start so early.
I just jumped into the boxing after the first half of your game.
Oh, is that how early it was?
Yeah, it was from early, man. Because they're like 4 hours in front of us, innit?
Oh, so their thing must have started about 7 o'clock.
Nah, King, it started like after 4, brethren, because if you check it...
After 4?
Yeah, because when that football was on here, right, it's 5. Over there, it's like 9:30, bruv.
Yeah.
So they're starting that card already. So time that card, the last fight, that finished quite early. I can't remember what time. I didn't see the time, but it weren't no later than sort of maybe 9-ish, you know what I mean? Around that, if I remember rightly. So that was one positive. And they're saying there's going to be more bills out there, innit? Of course, because, you know, that's where the money is. So
yeah, they got the Fury and Usyk out there, innit? In February, I think they said.
Yeah, Fury and Usyk out there in February, if that's still prone to happen.
And they said, and they're saying Eubank's got a title fight against what's his name? You've probably seen it, man. He's got a title fight against some guy, man. I can't remember, but he hasn't lost yet. This guy with some belts, and he's gonna get a title. Guy or? Nah, he's like some foreign guy. I can't remember where he's from, man, but he hasn't got no losses. He's 30 years old, and his promoter said that he's up for it. He said he spoke to the promoter of Eubank, and he's like, he doesn't see what's gonna stop it. He's like, his guy wants a good fight against someone like Eubank, and Eubank's people said, yeah, we want to win a belt. So I think they said that one's gonna happen. I think January or March or January, February, sometime next year.
Yeah, then that'll be all right, because the fight with Ben fell through, didn't it? So that's not happening now. So,
but they said he's not allowed to fight in the UK, so maybe he might. But that, like you said, that don't look like it's happening now anyway, because they could have just said, all right, you're not fighting out here, but you're gonna fight in Saudi. But that fell through, innit?
No, he was cussing him, innit? He said he's asking for some mad money. He said that's what he said. Conor Ben said that he's asking for astronomical amount of money, mate. He knows that he's not going to get it, so that's why he's asking for that.
But none of them don't have no belts, though. They don't have belts, though. So I don't know what the... Yeah, I mean, the split that. No one ain't fighting for no belt. They ain't, look, Eubank ain't got no belt. My man ain't got no belt. Just 50-50, innit?
Yeah, mate. You got to talk to the old man, the sheriff, innit? If it's sheriff badge, you got to talk to the old man. He'll tell you. He'll tell you what's going on. Old Eubank Senior, he had another... What was he online? I see talking about something else. With Simon Jordan again, he had another interview with him, didn't he? Talking about stuff again.
Again?
Yeah, it's quite recent. I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe last week or because he's talking about how he wasn't quite happy with him when he had the initial interview, and he felt he was like hoodwinked into saying certain things about his son that he shouldn't have said. And
yeah, but we all know. Look, when I first met Teacher used to always say to me, what do you listen to your football on? And I used to say Talk Sport, and Teacher used to always tell me, stop listening to them channel there. Them people, they're bullies, innit? They bully people.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it's like now I'm starting to see now that Simon dude's on there. I see it more now. Like they get guests on there. They did it to my guy of AFTV, Robbie, innit?
Got Robbie back a time ago, yeah.
They got him on there a couple years ago, and the one Asian guy on there, Mo, he's not on there. Him and Robbie fell out. He said to Robbie, "Don't go on there because these people ain't here to be your friend." And I think it was Ray Parler, Simon Jordan, and Jim White. They were getting on to Robbie like, and Robbie was like, "See, Aaron, knew I shouldn't have come on here, but man, know these things. These people ain't here to be your friends. They're here to bully you, innit?"
Yeah, they want listeners in it, so they don't really care.
Bruv, I see what they do. If you're not on side, if you're not on side with them, they get at you in such a way. They done it, like you look, they done it to Eubank, they done it to Robbie. I see them do it to so much people, and people think they're inviting them on there to be their friend. Nah, these people don't like you. That's their audience. They want you to come on there so they can rip you to shreds.
Well, yeah, for sure. That's what they're all about. It's sensationalism, is it? So it's like, sort of negativity or certain issues they can latch onto, they can sell, and they'll just hammer on about it forever. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of people won't work with them.
I only listen to, obviously, there's other outlets because they got some live football on there. I like to just listen to the radio sometimes, and they've got some people like Guillaume Balaguer and them, and he's got some good insight into transfer, so I listen to it for that. But I can listen to a couple of talk shows on there, but I can see it more now, like what they're about, innit? And it's not good what they do to people, man.
No, there's not many good talk shows, whether it's sport or anything like that anymore. There used to be. They're all they have an angle in it, and if you don't fit in and work with their angle or their narrative in it, you won't really even find your way onto there or to the phone-ins or whatever. So, yeah, they're all that way in it based. It's just an extension of like a red top newspaper. In terms of the sensationalism, you know what I mean? And that's how they work and operate in it. So you just take it with a pinch of salt in it, some of the stuff they talk about, you know what I mean? Because they're just trying to get listeners at whatever cost, isn't it? They don't care if they whatever curse or humiliate people. They're not bothered.
But the way they treat some people, because remember when they had remember when the Queen did die and Sinclair.
Same.
You remember that one with Sinclair and said he's not basically he doesn't really care that the Queen died because of certain things that the royal family and certain things what they did to other countries, and then
sure.
I can't remember. I think Simon Jordan stuck up for him, but they kicked him off the channel and said you can't be talking like that. But my man never. He just basically gave across his opinion and said, I'm not like everyone stop what they're doing for the Queen dying. My man basically said, I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I don't believe in certain things. Get me? I'm not laughing, obviously, but he's like, I just don't care that she died, innit? And then from that, Sinclair's not on there no more. They just got rid of him, and he's just doing. You think he's working with BBC now and all that stuff, innit?
Yeah. No,
and they did it to Stan Collymore. He did something as well, and they just got rid of him. I remember he used to have a daily show on there, remember the breakfast bar thing that they had.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, a while ago.
Stan Collymore used to have one every morning, and then they got rid of him. And it's but Stan Collymore was just outspoken in it. But they done it to him as well. Just he had an opinion about something, and they just got rid of him.
Yeah, that's the way it is, man. Isn't it? With a lot of these broadcasters, they'll do that. You know what I mean? And have their whatever opinion, and you can't really have yours, sadly. But yeah, no, that's it, man. Have you been looking at any football, John? There's been a lot going on. Who you guys got tomorrow? Are you playing tomorrow?
Nah, we're playing on Thursday, West Ham.
Ah, okay. I'm not sure who's on tomorrow. quite a few months.
I think it's Man United, Aston Villa, or that Wednesday. One of them, anyway.
Maybe another loss for United then.
Yeah, of course.
Racking them up, innit?
The guys, I don't know how he's still there.
Not long, mate. I don't think he's got too much longer. I think he can't keep on losing. So, yeah, I think he's on very thin ice now, innit? I think Ten Hag, innit?
I think
the thing on that royal family thing that you was talking about is, remember this country, yeah, they love the royal family, yeah? They love them. You can't say nothing to them. Even though they do all the bad things like, you know, that guy in the pizza place talking bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do all that. They do all that rubbish stuff. But listen, they love the royal family. You can't say a word against them. They'll back the family over anything else. You understand? You get me? And look, they vouch for old Savile. Do you know what I mean? They vouch for Savile, and he made him immortal. So don't get it twisted. Anyway, what did Becky went to church? You know, Becky Lou went to church. Big up Becky Lou.
Big up.
Well done.
I don't know about, and she said West Ham to win. I don't know about that, love. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong one there. You're in the wrong place there, Becky. Sorry, mate.
Poisonator.
Thank goodness you're not a female sitting on Santa's lap.
No.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, anyone sitting on his lap, female.
Anyone, anybody.
But yeah, go on. Sorry, as you were, old boys.
No, we're just looking at what's been happening in the world of football, and not this crazy period, in it, of a lot of stuff going on. So a few games tomorrow, and I think it's going right through to New Year, isn't it? And it'll go a long way to seeing where everyone's going to finish up.
I think United,
still a long way to go after.
I think United got Villa, innit?
Yeah, Villa, yeah.
All right. Be another one in the L column, mate.
But they said Villa don't play a good away from home, though. That's the only thing. They say Villa's got this long run at home where they've won 15, 16 games in a row. But they said Villa away from home ain't good, you know.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about that side. But we'll see.
It's United, isn't it? So need to get some results.
And Brighton against Tottenham on Thursday.
Probably a good game.
Well, Tottenham's got players missing, innit? Romero's suspended, Van der Ven's injured, Maddison's out, Basuma's suspended. So, Tottenham seem to be. It's like your guy that was at your club, RD. We're starting to see the gameplay come through there now, man.
Yeah, good coach. Give them some time in January, and it's a bit more. Try to get a couple more guys. They need, I think, at least 2 or 3, like a few other teams, to be fair. But definitely they do squad-wise, because their squad's quite weak, I think, Tottenham. And if they want to be up there challenging in the top 4 to come in that top 4, they need a stronger squad. So, sorry, excuse me.
And what's this about? You lot ain't letting no Rangers fans into your ground?
Yeah, it's been going on for about two seasons now. That whole sort of thing with the ticket debacle started by Steven Gerrard when he was the Rangers coach. He started the whole thing. He locked our fans out. So they're quite delusional to think that we're just going to give them 7,000 tickets when you won't even give us any, or you'll give us 700. You know, so.
You could be the bigger man. You could be the bigger team and just say, "Well, you guys going to do that? We're not going to do that, are we?"
Yeah, but they're not going to do it, because now they're saying, because they've done it for a couple of years, they allocated those tickets to new season ticket holders now. So basically, it's a no-go, sort of either way. But there are rules and regulations that you're supposed to give a certain percentage of your ground to the away support, to be fair. But I suppose because we're so big, both of us in that country, we can just say no, we're not, sort of thing, which is just tells you where football's at now anyway. But yeah, it's a shame, really. I mean, the atmosphere is still great anyway, but it's just all one-sided, isn't it? There's no other fans there, so maybe from a security point of view, it's quite good, to be fair. If you ask Police Scotland, they'd probably agree. That's a good thing that there's no away sort of fans travelling.
Anyway,
but from an atmosphere, they're rubbish.
Anyway,
Really
it's time. We've gone over the time. Yeah, nice one, guys.
Yeah.
Blessings, man.
Like and subscribe, guys. Take care. Have a nice Christmas. Eat the rest of the food. Don't leave nothing laying around for the rats. And West Ham's gonna lose, Becky. Leave it out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Blessings, guys.
Now, have a good one, guys. Yeah. Have a good Christmas, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Blessings.
Take care and enjoy.